Listen, I don't care what these girls' official job titles are. I just want to know that they're getting some form of payment. That's it. That's my intro. Hi, I'm Amanda. You're watching Swell Entertainment. And if you can't tell from my super sparkling background, I'm in a hotel. I'm on vacation. I'm not supposed to be working right now at all. That's how serious I take this topic. I also have like no makeup on, and I'm currently in a bathing suit because I was just at the beach. I think the moral of the story is that next time I go on a vacation, I need to force someone to come with me so they can physically restrain me from doing work. But anyways, let's talk about Dear Hannah or Dear Hannah Prep. What's fully going on here, I don't fully know. I just know that randomly I, a 25-year-old woman who lives in California, started getting very random videos from a little store meant for middle schoolers in Texas that featured a bunch of middle schoolers.
I'm here with Leah at Dear Hannah Prep.
Yes.
And she has something super exciting to tell you guys about. Leah, what is it?
Yes. So you can come meet all of the Dear Hannah Prep girls on June 3rd, Saturday, and I am so excited. Stay tuned for more information.
So William and I decided in editing that we were going to blur the girls' faces because though they are part of this TikTok account and all of that, these girls are minors. That's why their faces are blurred out. And I was like, this is odd. So typically when I would get these videos, I would just scroll past them because I'm an adult woman and this content does not concern me. But then I started getting more and more of these videos and I was like, okay, are these girls working? Because for a while I thought they were ambassadors. Ambassadorships for different stores and things like that are a thing. And I'm not a fan of that, frankly. I'm even less of a fan of it when the people involved in the ambassadorships are literal children. But I was like, okay, is that what's going on here? It's like the same group of girls. So I was like, okay, are they employees? But then you watch these videos and it doesn't seem like anyone else is like working these stores. I don't know what the child labor laws are in Texas, but I don't think they're like 13-year-olds. Let's just say this now, okay? The thing about TikTok is that it doesn't exist in a bubble, okay? And when there are young girls or young kids in general heavily featured in content, we have to be realistic about who might be watching it. The likelihood that it's other teen girls, possible, especially when it's like, look at this cool thing that I get to do. I'm having so much fun. Look at the cool clothes I get to wear. Things like that. Sure, that can be other teen girls, okay? Young teen girls maybe, that want to be like that and have this type of life and that experience and all of that. But we also need to be realistic about who else is on the internet and who else is on TikTok. Okay? Okay. Do I think that entire follower base is like other teen girls, maybe even moms with daughters, things like that? I don't think so. Okay, so we're starting there. We live in our own little world. It's fun here, smiley face. Dear Hannah and Dear Hannah Prep. So I fully thought that Dear Hannah was the store and Dear Hannah Prep was the girls. It seems like Dear Hannah and Dear Hannah Prep are two different stores, and Dear Hannah Prep is the store that is employing these literal children or seemingly employing. Allegedly, hypothetically, seemingly presenting as if these girls work there. So this girl that I'm going to show you now is not a minor, seemingly. She is the social media manager for Dear Hannah and Dear Hannah Prep. She's also going to be featured in another video that I share a little bit later from now.
Hey guys, I'm Gab. I run the Dear Hannah Prep and Dear Hannah TikTok. You may know me as Gab NYC or as the manager for the Dear Hannah Prep girls. I wanted to give you guys a chance to ask me some questions, so ask away in the comments. Bye guys.
So I went to Gabby's account and I had seen this video pop up on my For You page as in response to someone else's video. Now, someone else was like, are we going to talk about the human labor like boutique happening in Dallas right now and all this stuff? And someone commented on that video, no, I genuinely just don't understand it. Like, why are these 8 to 12-year-olds working? Gabby replied to that comment and made her video response, and this is that.
Comments like this, like I'm just replying to this on my own personal TikTok because this is absolutely insane. I can't believe anybody would think that we have the girls working in the store like Santa's elves in the workshop at the North Pole. That is not their job. They are talent. They are models. They come in for like an hour or so just to film with their parents present. And that's it. That's what they do. They are not working in the store.
I don't care if they are employees, models, whatever. If you have them working, they should be compensated. If they're models, then I think it still classifies as, I mean, I don't think it classifies under SAG-AFTRA. I think there's a different thing, but like they should be paid. Their parents should be paid for them, whatever. There should be money exchanging hands for whatever is being done work-wise. Now, since you're calling them models and not volunteers,
also they should be being paid. Regardless of what you call them, there should be some form of financial compensation for whatever work, whether it's an hour or 19, you know, they should be compensated, especially when they are being featured in content that is being used to advertise a store. If I were these parents, I'd be being like, yeah, you should make sure these girls are being compensated because they're basically operating as influencers and they should be compensating for the promotion that they're doing of the store.
Editing Amanda here. I wanted to clarify a few different terms because I didn't do it while I was on vacation. An ambassadorship traditionally is the girls are receiving product or they are repping product on their own personal social media pages. These girls would be ambassadors if, say, Dear Hannah Prep sent them products, or they were like, hey guys, each week come pick up these products from the store, something like that. And then on these girls' personal social media pages, with parental consent, obviously, they were promoting these outfits of like, look what I got from being a Dear Hannah Prep girl this week, and things like that, okay? That would be an ambassadorship. And though these girls are also doing that on their own personal social media pages, a few of the ones that I can find, that's still not what's happening. What we're seeing on the Dear Hannah socials is these girls being heavily featured in marketing materials, sometimes several videos a week, sometimes multiple a day. At that point, yes, it does cross over into model territory, talent territory. And regardless of whatever you call them, they should be compensated for that because you are now being featured essentially what it seems like in perpetuity, or as long as these videos are on this TikTok page, as long as the shop is open, these girls now have a big digital footprint and they should be compensated for that. Because these girls are talking in these clips, they're doing animated, whether it's as themselves or a version of themselves. I believe this falls under commercial work, but I'm not certain, okay? And either way, regardless of their age, the fact that these girls are being featured in marketing materials, whether it's on TikTok, because that is marketing material, you are advertising the store, these girls should be compensated for that.
This is such a reach. OMG, you guys want to make something out of nothing, always looking for someone to cancel. Another comment on the video being like, this seems weird to me. And this is Gabby's further response. She's still doing her makeup, so it's like she did 2 or 3 videos of like doing her makeup, like these responses. I think there's this philosophy on TikTok that people watch your video longer if you're doing something because everyone has a short attention span. So if you're doing your makeup or your hair, or like washing dishes or chopping vegetables fakely, like the guys that like, listen ladies, if you want to know that guy, they all got the same piece of data.
So it's really disheartening for me to see comments saying that like the girls are unhappy or it's weird or just like other negative stuff about something that I think is so positive and really was just like meant to bring so much joy to young girls, because I feel like a big part of like growing up as a girl nowadays just kind of pushes you right into being an adult. And I love how Dear Hannah Prep really like lets girls be girls.
The question is, are they being paid? That is the one question that it seems like everyone is asking. If you're hiding behind the fact that they are too young to be paid or too young to be working or whatever. One, there is a work permit thing that most schools have, at least here in California. I had to fill one out when I got my job when I was in high school, and I was 18 at the time, but I was still a student. So there's a certain term for like what that's called, but there's like a whole thing where I had to fill out like, yes, legally I was allowed to work while being in high school. I'm assuming that Texas has something similar where like a parent signs it, a school signs it, like, yeah, it's fine for them to work X amount of hours, even though they're quote unquote underage, so long as like your grades don't slip and things like that. So if you're trying to be like, oh, well, we can't pay them because they're too young, one, screw you, because that's not an excuse. Hire girls that you can pay to work then, if that's the case. And again, calling them models. If you really wanted to get around like volunteering, like, hey, if you have time today, we'd love for you to come by. I was a Girl Scout. I volunteered work all the time. They didn't pay me for that. Not at all. Okay. That's something I opted into. I was not used in marketing. And if I was, and those girls that you see on like cookie boxes, things like that, most of them are paid, or they waive payment, or their parents waive payment, whatever. But there's something because they're models and they're being used on advertising. Oh my God, it's her. I'm so sorry. I just closed a loop in my head. So, Gabby, okay, I've seen her on my page before and I had no idea. Gabby is the girl that got booted out of Ralph Lauren for taking photos and then made a video about being one of the best places to take photos there, and then like filmed a video of her getting kicked out, and then talked about how she like made their cafe popular, or influencers did, and then this is how they treat them. Guess who got kicked out of Ralph Lauren again for taking cute little outfit pictures on the steps with my cute little Ralph's coffee cup? The way influencers made Ralph's coffee trendy again go viral on TikTok, and this is how they thank us. This is why people don't like us, for the record. I'm sorry, that's hilarious. I did not realize this was the same girl. That's Closing the Gap. That's so funny.
I'm here with Aislinn and Audrey, and they have something super cute and preppy to show you guys. What is this new piece of art we have at Dear Hannah Prep?
This girl is like 9, maybe 10. God. Are comments off on all of these? Could be either people like me being like, are you paying these girls? Or could be other things. I hate the internet.
I am here with Leah. She is at Dear Hannah Prep for the very first time.
I'm so excited, like I cannot wait. It's so cute in here. Like, there's preppy clothes literally everywhere. I love it so much. I think I want literally everything in the store. It is so cute.
Now, this girl in particular has now made a video coming out using the song It's a Bad Idea, right? From Olivia Rodrigo, where she quotes something that she has said in a Dear Hannah Prep video and then says, like, biggest lie I ever said, basically coming out against them. So that's the other thing that gets me in this, is that like this woman in the back here is clearly shopping, but she's like a mom. Like she's like a parent age. That sounds dumb because legally, technically, I could be a parent age. Oh God. But like I don't see other workers in these videos.
So this is Leah, formerly of XOMG Pop, here in July 2023. And this was the same girl, Leah, just a few months ago in May 2023.
I'm sorry, as I'm talking to you, the lore is unfolding. Leah apparently was in JoJo Siwa's girl group and then was booted, and then now has since moved to Dallas and apparently became a Dear Hannah Prep girl. So May 17th is when Leah joined the Preppy Boutique. I'm hoping because she was with JoJo Siwa's team and all of that, that her parents know to like ask for money or things like, you know what, I would think so, especially if she's been on TV before, if she's been in this group. I'm hoping that they know that I'm hoping that Leia's been paid. That's my hope. I'm manifesting that for her. If she hasn't, yikes.
I'm here with the Dear Hannah Prep girls at our Schools Out at Dear Hannah Prep event. Can all you guys say welcome to Dear Hannah Prep?
Welcome to Dear Hannah Prep!
Thanks, guys.
The Dear Hannah Prep girls are a few different people, but the main four are the ones that are going to be in a girl group, apparently. It seems like they just decided, oh yeah, you guys are going to be in a girl group now. Guess what? Isn't that fun and exciting? More work? POV, you're a brand ambassador for the preppiest boutique in Texas, and you gave yourself bangs without asking your manager. They can't get a haircut? Now, again, if they are models, then yes, if you are signed to a modeling agency, if you look at literally here on YouTube, if you look up I was a model or things like that, most of them talk about how you can't get a spray tan, you can't pluck your eyebrows, you can't get a haircut or anything like that without it being cleared by your management. That being said, that's the management, not specifically the client, you know, and then the client cuts your hair or whatever, like, oh, we want short bobs for the runway and things like that. There's a lot of things that go into being a model. I'm just hoping they're paying the girls. I know I keep saying that in circles, but like, I don't care if these girls have so much fun doing this and all this stuff. They should be paid because their faces are now tied to this brand for the rest of their lives.
I am here with Stevie and Bailey. Hey guys. Hi. And they are wearing the cutest classic preppy outfits from Dear Hannah. Can you guys tell everyone what you're wearing today?
There's this whole video of them telling Audrey that what she drinks at Starbucks is full of caffeine, and like this is how much caffeine she consumes.
What do you get at Starbucks?
Strawberry acai lemonade. Me too.
That has caffeine in it.
I just had that this morning.
That's all sugar and caffeine.
No, strawberry acai is literally just not. It doesn't even
It's caffeine.
No, it doesn't. That doesn't even have zero caffeine.
She's holding a stack of shorts in her hand that clearly have just been folded. I've worked retail. I know that handhold, okay? She is going to go put those away. They're like talking. There's things on the counter. So let's say, hypothetically, they just pulled a bunch of pieces for the girls to promote X, Y, and Z. But like, it looks like she is working and going to go put these things back. Like it's like 3 or 4 pairs of this one thing of shorts. Are you having the girls work there? Like, be clear. Oh yeah, they had a venue and they had the Dear Hannah Prep girls walk in the show, which again, great. But like, are you paying them as models? I mean, I have a lot of issues with modeling the industry as well, and like lack of payment and things like that. But These are children. Pay them.
On the pink carpet at the first ever Dear Hannah Prep fashion show after party with the quad. Can you guys introduce yourselves again?
They probably have 12 full ambassadors, but there's about 4, okay, the quad as they are called, which is the main girls. And these ones seemingly are the oldest. I'm hoping they're all 16, but we know at least Leia is. So they all walked in the show, so did some of the other girls. And now we get to talk about the little girl group that they get to be a part of. Now I'm going to hope that they were, this was a discussion thing. The parents were involved and that this was like, oh my God, that'd be so cool. I want to do that so badly. Oh my gosh, preppy forever. Yeah, okay. I'm hoping they did that and it wasn't just like, guess what? Part of your obligation is you guys get to perform for us. Woo! I'm hoping it's that.
I'm here with the quad and I have some very exciting news for them. So excited. Are you ready?
Yes!
You guys will be recording the official Dear Hannah Prep theme song and you will be a little group called Preppy Forever. Are you guys excited? I can't tell.
Okay, I think all of them didn't know except for Leia based on their faces. So 5 days ago is when they posted that they were becoming a girl group. 3 days ago was when Leia posted, "This has been the best experience of my life." Slay, #preppy. This has to be about Dear Hannah Prep, right? I'm not crazy. Singer, dancer, and @Dear Hannah are still tagged in her bio, but she put preppy in her thing. So I don't know. I have so many questions. Leia, if you, your parents, anyone sees this video, would be interested in talking with you with your parents' consent, I have questions about your employment with Dear Hannah. One of the other girls also has an account, but it says that her mom runs her account.
So a few days after I filmed, Dear Hannah Prep added this to their page. It's a photo. Media statement, August 31st, 2023. Dear Hannah Prep takes the allegations made regarding the roles of the Dear Hannah Prep girls very seriously and assures that they are completely false. The Prep girls are brand ambassadors for Dear Hannah Prep and obtain the position through an audition process. The Prep girls participate in events, appearances, and modeling as much or as little as they would like, and have flawlessly represented Dear Hannah Prep on all occasions. Any and all participation in Dear Hannah Prep brand activities includes heavy involvement from the appropriate parent and or legal guardian. Consistent with most brand ambassador programs, the Prep girls are equally compensated in a variety of ways. We've heard everyone's concerns and appreciate how many people are looking out for our children. However, there is no truth to the assumptions currently circulating online or this platform regarding our brand ambassador program. They don't say what these allegations are, which I never like in any form of a statement, frankly. I always think you should say the thing being said, what is happening, what you're being accused of, so that there's no ambiguity, okay? I think you should always say, this is what we are being accused of, this is how it is false, frankly. Not the allegations being made, because there's a lot of allegations going on, that you guys are working the girls like little Santa's elves, like Gabby mentioned, and things like that. The being compensated in a variety of ways, I really don't like how vague that is, personally. Is one of the ways that they're being compensated with money. Is one of the ways they're being compensated with school credit for extracurriculars. It's one of the ways they're being compensated with free clothes. Again, the ambassador program is one thing. I think where this crosses a line is with these girls being involved in media that is being used to advertise the store, whether their parents are involved or not, okay? And that's where I think there needs to be some form of financial compensation. But that's just me, and you absolutely can disagree with me in the comments section and let me know. Another thing this does not address is the fact that the quad is now literally going to be in a girl group, or at least according to the video on your page that is still currently up, that they are going to be a little girl group called Preppy Forever. That's a whole different ball game. That is no longer just an ambassadorship. That is a full idol program, okay? That's something else entirely. Are those girls being paid? And I don't know. I have questions still. I don't think this solves anything. I don't think this clears anything up, frankly.
And I guess this is basically just I know about this thing and it makes me uncomfortable. Let's talk about it type of thing. Yes, these girls are minors, but they're doing work. They're doing labor, whether you see it as that or not. They're being used in marketing materials that are being posted like crazy. So whether Hannah or Gabby or someone else comes forward and says, they're being paid, we're not telling you how much, that's the end of it, whatever. I don't care. Hell, if any of the parents of these girls see this and you're like, hey, the girls are fine. Like, Don't worry, it's okay. I worry about that. I worry about these digital footprints, and I hope that the parents understand them more than the girls do, you know, because it's like, I don't know, I was 12 once. There was a lot of things where I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I need to do this. If you don't let me do this, I'm going to hate you forever. Okay. And thankfully, my parents were going through like an insane divorce and they didn't give a shit. They were like, listen, we don't have the money for any of this shit. It's going to the lawyers. Go be sad and read. It's funny now, but it wasn't then. On a few occasions in some of the videos, you can see someone in the background, but I can't tell if that's a parent. I can't tell if that's another employee, okay, or who else is running the actual Dear Hannah Prep program. Gabby is the one behind the camera. She herself has admitted to that. That would make me wonder, okay, are you guys closed on the days that you're having this? Because there are times where there's customers walking around the store. And so I'm wondering, like, okay, if these girls aren't the employees, then who are the employees? You know, like, why not show that? That's probably going to be it for now. I'm sure there'll be a development by the time I actually put this video out because I have so many questions and so many thoughts. But that's really going to be it for now. Have you seen Dear Hannah Prep? Have you seen Dear Hannah? Or do you live in this area? Have you seen these stores? Have you been into them? Do you know someone who knows one of these kids? Like, this is what thoughts, comments, concerns? Let me know. Comment down below. Reminder of a podcast, the Swell Shenanigans Podcast. Reminder that Swell Entertainment is now available on Spotify, and this episode will be available tomorrow. Shout out to my patrons. Thank you so much for supporting me on Patreon. If you also support me on Patreon, let me list it down below. Like, follow me on social media. That'll be all up here. I'm gonna get back to my vacation now. Goodbye. What's crazy to me is there's been like several videos that Gabby has made where she's like responded to people being like, this is weird, this is nah, like criticizing it. And it's like, all you have to do is tell us whether or not the girls are paid. That's all it is. Like, okay, they're not employees, they're not working the store, they're models. Okay, do you pay them? That's the only question we want answered. That's it.
Thank you, Amy, Andrew, Alan, Awful, Aslan, BJ, Cameron, Christopher, Chris, Crispy, Crispy, Crash, China, Corey, Daniela, 31, Don, Donnie, Elliot, Evan, Eric, Eal, Ghostly, Hopeless, Homer, Incognito, Jasmine, Joe, John M, Jordan, Joseph, Justin, Kenny, Kim, Kristen, Lauren, Lamb, Lex, Lise, Luis, Mae West, Madeline, Matt, Matthew, Medic, Meme Lord, Michael, Michael J, Michael T, Micah, Nathaniel, Pat, Penn, Pink, Philip, Richard, Rob, Rosie, Red, Robert, Ross, Ryan, Sam, Serena, Skylar, Simon, Tasha, Timothy, Heavenly Plastic, Tyler, Tenzin, Tom, Thomas, QWERTY, Victor, Randy, Winter, Wendy, Will, William, Zendry, Zwink.